If you work in quality control at a candy factory, you know strict safety regulations come with the job. It's why you partner with Grainger. Grainger helps you find the high-quality and compliant products your business needs to inspect, detect, and help correct issues. And the sweetest part is, everyone gets a product that's as safe to eat as it is delicious. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
When you love something, you want your spouse to come do it with you. So we go play golf. But in golf, tee times are very specific. Our tee time is 1:56, and we're driving to the first tee. It's 1:55. She goes, I need to go to the bathroom and get something to drink. I tell her that is too bad. I said, we tee off in 15 seconds. And she said, I thought it was 2-ish. I go, well, you made that up on your own. I'm not trying to start a fight before we get going. So I get out of the golf cart and I grab my driver and one golf ball. And I was like, go do whatever you got to go do. But I need to tee off so we're on time. So I'm going to tee off and just meet me in the fairway for my second shot. There's these old men there. Now, they don't tee off till tomorrow, but they like to get there early. So I got a group watching. I tee off, then play 4 holes alone with my driver. Do you know how big of a psycho you look like? When you go hit every single golf shot with the least versatile club in the bag. I chipped with that driver. Very luckily 7-putted with that same driver.
Your morning blitz begins now.
I consider myself so lucky that Nora gets it. She knows what a tee time is.
Yeah.
She's there on time.
Have you ever 7-putted a 3-par?
A 3-par?
Yeah.
I love the fact that you
Par
call
3?
it. Yes.
Is that what it is? Sorry, I don't know. I don't know golf. I knew there was a par and there was a number. What's the highest? A par 5?
Par 5 is the highest. Yep.
Okay. Nobody's ever called it a 3-par?
No one has ever called it a 3-par. You are the first. I think you should trademark that.
Okay.
No, I have never 7-putted a 3-par. I have 3-putted a 3-par for sure.
That's good.
Never.
No, you got to drive first. I forgot about that.
Well, you don't drive on a 3-par.
You don't?
You hit an iron.
I don't know, dude.
What did you say? You birdied a 3-par yesterday.
Yes, I did. I got my first birdie of 2025 yesterday, and in fact, I came within probably 6 inches of hitting a hole-in-one yesterday.
Did you Big Bertha that bad boy, or what did you do?
I don't use Big Bertha, but I use Callaway, which is the company that used to make the Big Bertha. I don't know if they even make Big Berthas anymore. They might.
For a 3-par, I think they do.
God. Yeah. It's making me cross-eyed.
Oh,
yeah, what a gorgeous day yesterday. Unbelievable. But I also, when I got there a little bit early because I was going to have some lunch and sit down before I went out. But when I got there, I asked, because I was an hour early, and I was like, hey, do you have something a little bit earlier than my 12:50 tee time? And they're like, yeah, go. You can just go right now. And I was like, oh, okay. So I didn't have time to grab anything. But as I got to the first tee, I saw 3 very old gentlemen, and they're like, you can join the threesome. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. And I just played by myself yesterday, and I had a great time. Just relaxed, played some music, took time on my swings, and I played really well yesterday.
Were you wearing knickers?
I was not wearing knickers.
No knickers.
No knickers. Nope. I wore my
R.I.P. Payne Stewart. See, I know that.
You do know that.
Uh-huh.
What a crazy way to go.
That
Just
is a crazy
wait
way to
for
go.
your plane to run out of fuel. That's unbelievable.
Pretty bad.
Yeah. Absolutely. How was your day yesterday, Kelly?
My day was
great.
great.
In the 70-degree weather.
You know, it's funny because I didn't realize that it was so nice later because it was freezing in the morning. I mean, it was cold. I shouldn't say that because we've had a brutal winter, but it was pretty cold in the morning.
Yeah.
Took the dog out. I'm like, oh, man, it's just another cold one. Charlie took him out, bundled up to take him out in the afternoon. He came back totally stripped out. He's like, It is so hot out there right now. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
So I stepped outside. I'm like, when did this happen? It was so pretty.
Thick, did you enjoy the 70-degree weather?
Oh, my body hurts, man. A lot of yard work. Not something you're familiar with.
You did yard work yesterday?
A lot.
What did you do?
Just a lot of cleanup, man.
You're not supposed to do that because a lot of the animals that winter in your brush and scrub are still wintering. That's what they say, the wildlife people.
What animals?
Don't clean up your, I don't know, bunnies and anything that hibernates.
I didn't clean. There's nothing I removed.
No, I'm not accusing you of anything.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm not accusing you. I'm just saying that's
Way
what I
to kill
saw.
the bunnies,
I'm
Thick.
just saying there was
You
nothing.
personally killed the bunnies. You bunny murderer.
Nothing I cleaned up that would have been something's home.
What do you have to clean up? What do you mean clean up?
Well, there's like the old stuff from last year that's dead,
like leaves and little branches.
What
and
else?
Oh yeah, I don't rake or anything.
Yeah,
there's
just you got to clean all the stuff. The old lily stuff has to all come out, and I got all the patio furniture out and set it up, and got my hoses.
You don't
out
have people for that?
What do you mean have people?
People to come clean up your garden.
I'm not paying people.
I mean, I know your kids are out of the house. That's
they got their own houses to deal with.
That's the only reason that I'm with Nora is because there's a 16 and a 12-year-old, and I'm like, you go.
Do the yard work?
You do the yard work.
Yeah, he said Nora likes to do yard work.
She does. She enjoys going out there and doing the thing, which is great because I won't do it.
I can't wait to ask her about that.
Yeah.
We absolutely can.
Oh, my husband absolutely loves being outside. It's hard work, but he would prefer to be outside doing yard work. And he loves it out there.
Yeah?
Well,
he's like, it's peaceful.
Yes.
It's, we're on our property, which is, mostly wooded. He loves it out there. That man will clean up that property for hours.
Well, I will say this. It beats the hell out of the treadmill inside.
Yeah.
Because it's great exercise.
It's exercise, right?
It is,
Activity.
man. Great exercise. So.
Jana says honeybees winter in yard junk.
Okay.
You
No, you're acting like
bee killer.
Do you feel like I'm accusing you of doing something
Well,
wrong? I'm sorry. That isn't what
I've
just
never heard anything about anything.
No, I guess I just read a post from the Wildlife Association, and they're like, "Hey, remember, don't be doing any kind of hardcore yard cleanup until actual spring or something, because it still gets cold overnight." Some nights, like next week, we're going to be in the 40s, and they still need their little warm leaves to be in.
Have you not read all the articles about the honeybees and saving them? And you are killing the planet. Killing the planet.
What were you saying about not accusing me?
Yeah, I promise you, I was not. That isn't how I feel like it did come across that way, though. So I backtrack. I'm not accusing you. I just did read, I thought, an interesting post.
Well, here's the deal. We're even warmer today, a high of 73. It's going to be a little bit windy. I might have to get back out there on the 3 pars. It's going to be a good one.
Do you know how many honeybees winter in the golf course?
You're walking all over
in the holes, and
ants
I years ago pulled up in the golf cart and got out to hit our shot, and then we couldn't get back to the golf cart because there was a swarm of bees.
Wow.
It was awful. Had to run through with the wedge, swinging the golf club, trying to get to the golf cart and finally drive away.
Oh, my God.
Awful. Let's get the morning started. Thick Blitz morning trivia. What you got today?
$25 to water beds and stuff. Be the first one to text in the correct answer at 99700. On St. Patrick's Day, just Monday, it marked the 25th anniversary of the first film in this horror movie franchise. So March 17th, St. Patrick's Day of 2000, the first movie in this horror movie franchise came out. Tell us what the movie was. Be first at 99700 to text it in and get the gift card.
All right, let's get to the Blitz morning trivia answer. Thick, what you got for us?
Question was, on St. Patrick's Day of 2000, 25 years ago, the first film in this horror movie franchise came out. What was the movie?
What if it was our time? What if we were not meant to get on that plane? What if there is a design, then it's not finished?
By walking off the plane, you're cheating death. You have to figure out when it's coming back at you.
Final Destination.
I really want to watch this.
Oh, Kelly,
I've never
I can't
seen
believe
it.
you haven't
Is
watched
it really gory? Because I don't like that. Is it really gory?
Moments. There are a couple moments.
But I wouldn't even call it super gory.
Okay.
I mean, have you seen...
Do you have to watch anything go through someone's eye? I can't.
maybe by the time you get to 5.
5, okay.
I don't
okay.
know. I mean, they just so many creative ways. They come up with more creative ways than that to kill people.
They do.
The most creative.
Who's our winner?
That would be Ryan Zulo from Steubenville.
Can you name another scene in a movie that has literally changed the way we think than Final Destination 2, because no one will drive behind a log truck anymore without saying, not today, Final Destination.
I've never seen it, and I know that is a thing, so I even think that way, and I've not seen the movie.
Yeah.
I do wonder if some people are kind of, leery about getting on a roller coaster after Final Destination 3.
Not as much as driving behind a log truck.
I don't know about
that. I don't even think about that.
So. Yeah.
But that has literally changed the way we think. Well, congratulations. Let's real quick get into a WWKD. What would Kelly do?
Oh, all right.
Because I have a question for you. You're a bargain hunter. You're online. You and the husband are getting ready to take a vacation, right?
Right.
So you go online to one of these websites that puts together a travel package for you.
Okay.
You get the flight, you get the hotel, and everything's great. And you look at this hotel and you're like, oh man, that's a crazy deal. Let's book this. And then 2 days later, the hotel calls you, not the website, but the hotel calls you directly and says, hey, we need you to cancel your reservation because the deal you got was too good. We can't accommodate you. We can't give you the room for this price. So we need you to cancel your reservation. So then you go back and you call the website customer service line and they're like, no, the hotel has to honor the deal. And so you call the hotel back and the hotel says, hey, if you show up, we're not going to give you the room. And not only that, this hotel is overseas. So you've got a lot of travel to do before you get there. What are you doing?
I cancel it. No questions asked. I do not want to have beef with somebody who's in charge of my accommodations while I'm in said country.
Okay.
There are a variety of things you can do to get back at me to ruin my trip, and I don't want any of it. I will cancel. That's fine. I don't need the extra $200 savings.
Okay, WWTD, you pointed Thick. What would Thick do? You
Well,
do the
that's
same
what
thing?
I was thinking, maybe I would try to do it if I was in the United States, but definitely not in another country.
Can you imagine room service? What's in there?
Who knows, man? This is the Middle East, so I don't know.
This actually happened to someone traveling to the Middle East, and they, like both of you, decided to do the same thing. They decided to cancel, and Expedia, the website they went through, actually reimbursed the traveler and gave them a bonus credit.
O'Reilly. Check engine light on? Take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free and provides a report with solutions based on over 650 million vehicle scans verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
For the whole hassle they went through.
Oh, that's nice.
And Expedia did say, look, if a hotel, if one of our partners, like the hotel, consistently provides poor service, then we will investigate and we may take them off the website. So if this happens again, this particular hotel may be removed from the website.
Yeah.
But again, they had the exact same explanation. They said, we're not going to take a chance going over there and then have them not give us a room, and then we're stuck in the Middle East with no place
I
to
wouldn't
stay.
do it here in the United States. I won't send a meal back. I am not interested in having beef with anybody in charge of my food.
You won't even send a meal back?
Absolutely not. I won't. If there's like a hair in it, I will just not eat. I tell you.
Really?
I'll pretend to eat. I'll move the food around my plate, but I'm not sending anything back. No.
Because of what they might do to it.
If you've seen the movie Waiting,
Yeah.
you know what goes on back there. And as someone who has cooked,
Yeah?
What?
Attitude makes a difference, doesn't it? Yes.
Every once in a while.
No.
Just saying. 99.7 The Blitz.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
All right, a very special edition of your not so breaking news this morning, because for both stories, we need to head overseas.
From Atlanta, Fulton County. What color I see? Yeah. Then you may go, and there's an exchange of
Tales from across the pond.
Our first story takes us to London, where a thief has been caught after stealing a golden toilet. Yes, an 18-karat gold toilet out of the house where Winston Churchill was born.
What?
Yes. Michael Jones apparently had been on a tour and used the fully functioning one-of-a-kind toilet the day before on September 13th. And then on September 14th, and this happened back in 2019, by the way, he returned with two friends and sledgehammer and crowbars. And they actually smashed a window and then pried the toilet from the plumbing and walked off with the toilet.
How heavy was that
I don't know. That is a valid question. And how does no one notice three men walking down the street with a golden toilet? The toilet was never recovered. It is believed to have been cut up and sold. However, the man, Michael Jones, was just convicted because they left, as the prosecutors put it, those responsible were not careful enough, leaving a trail of evidence in the form of forensics, CCTV footage, and phone data. So they used all this. I'm assuming they sent text messages to each other.
Yeah.
They used all this information and ended up sentencing the man. This is kind of funny. The toilet had a name by its Italian artist, Maurizio Caitlin. Named the toilet America.
America.
To poke fun at the excessive wealth that is running around the country.
I sort of feel like if you're the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom and you have a golden toilet, it's like an FU to all your people, to all your citizens. Not subjects, but your citizens.
I can see that.
Even if you think it's hilarious to call it America, ha 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 ha, you're the one with the golden toilet.
Yeah, that's true. The toilet weighed over 215 pounds.
Wow.
And the gold was valued at 2.8 million pounds, $3.6 million. You have a $3.6 million toilet.
Okay, I also feel like sitting on a golden toilet would be really cold. Don't those metals get real cold in the atmosphere, like in the, just sitting out there in the cold air? Doesn't that feel chilly?
I could see that. Our second story for the Not So Breaking News takes us over to Australia, where there is a woman by the name of Sam Jones. She is an American influencer, and I use air quotes because she does travel destination type videos. However, she's in a bit of trouble because, well, let's play the first video that she posted while in Australia.
Just caught a baby wombat. Look at the mother. It's like, oh, it's chasing after her.
I caught the baby wombat. Okay, Mama's right there. Let's let him go. All right.
Oh, you think?
Come here, Mama.
Yes, this influencer.
Straight to jail.
And
Straight
whoever
to jail.
she's with, the man she's with, decided to pick up a baby wombat on the side of the road. While the mother wombat is obviously not happy about the whole situation, you can hear the baby wombat screaming in the video, and she decides to hold it up to the camera before they say, oh, we should probably let the baby wombat go. Oh, you think?
I don't like her.
Well, she obviously caught a lot of flack online.
How about the Australian tour guide? He should be catching flack too. How do you allow somebody...
Oh, he was Australian. I didn't even catch that. Yeah.
How do you let that happen?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like she was with another American. She was with an Australian.
Yeah.
Why would you let that happen? Well, obviously people on the internet were not happy. And so yesterday she came back out and had a response to all the people that were not happy with her.
I want to begin by taking responsibility for my actions. What I did was an incredible mistake, and there hasn't been a moment I haven't regretted it. However, there's something much bigger at play here, and it would be a disservice to ignore it. If this situation has proven anything, it's proven that Australians care deeply about their wildlife, and that is something I intensely admire. Every year, however, the Australian government issues permits for the killing of thousands and thousands of wombats across Australia, along with millions of kangaroos. I have just shared never-before-seen photos of these exact culling operations going on in Australia today on X with the username @AustraliaCulls.
I don't know. I'm racking my brain right now, and I'm just going through like a laundry list. And I don't know if there is someone I want to punch in the face more than this woman.
I was just envisioning a giant linebacker tackling her from like outside the frame, right into the frame, tackling her out the other side of the frame.
Yes.
That's what I would have liked to have seen there.
I would never, ever condone violence against women, but this bitch, oh my God.
First of all, you're reading your statement. Why don't you memorize
Did you hear
it?
the tone in her voice?
Ugh.
It was such a condescending, don't give an F tone.
Yeah.
And then go follow my new account over on Twitter where I'm showing, like, come on, girl. The only reason you felt bad is because you started getting flack over it. That's the first moment that it occurred to you that you might have done something wrong.
Yes, I picked up a baby wombat, but the Australian government gives licenses to kill wombats every year.
If people don't mass unfollow this person, I've lost faith in all humanity.
She said, is that true though? Millions of kangaroos? I don't believe that. They're killing millions of kangaroos.
Well, it's like the deer population. They can be overgrown. They're kind of like giant rats over there. I have a friend who lived there since graduation. Their family moved there, and she basically said, "Yeah, I mean, you think they're cute," and she sends me pictures of them all the time. But she's like, they're menaces. They can be big menaces.
Yeah, I can see you getting hunting licenses or whatever. That's fine.
It's just millions, really.
This lady, if she falls into a volcano, I won't care. Not a tear shed.
Right.
If she gets punched in the vag by a kangaroo, it will not be enough.
If she gets run over by a logging truck,
then justice is served. That's your not so breaking news. 99.7 The Blitz.
It's the Morning Blitz.
It's time. Rock and rumble. Kelly versus Goose.
On the Blitz.
There we go. We're strapped up. Boxing gloves are on. Kelly versus Goose, Rock and Rumble, up for grabs. Bert Kreischer tickets. Just announced he's going to be coming to the Shot on November 21st. Very funny comedian. He's got a new special coming out, if it's not already out. Is it out?
I think it is.
Okay.
Probably from last year's tour, I'm guessing.
Probably, yeah. If you would like to see Bert Kreischer, then give us a call, 800-821-9970. We need 2 contestants right now. Kelly's going to represent one of you. I'm going to represent one of you. And we are going to play Rock and Rumble.
Oh, boy.
It's very simple. We've got some audio clips, and we have to identify where the audio clips are from. And this round is about movie soundtracks.
Okay.
So Thick is going to play a very popular song that is heard in a movie and well known from a movie soundtrack, and we have to identify which movie it is from. Okay. Last time we did this, Kelly kicked my butt.
I know, and she's over here sandbagging already.
I'm not happy about it. I know. She's got this worried look on her face.
This just makes me nervous. I'm nervous. It's the pre-game jitters.
Yeah, do you get that, like, I got to pee feeling when you get nervous? Yeah.
Especially hide and go seek. You feel like, oh boy, oh, here it comes. When you're hiding during hide and go seek, don't you have to pee every time?
Not at all.
Okay.
That's the least time I have to pee. Let's get to contestants. Here we go. The Blitz. Good morning. Who's this? Blitz. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, who's this?
Brian.
Brian. All right, Brian. Since you called in first, your choice. Do you want to be represented by Kelly or do you want to be represented by Goose?
Kelly.
Okay.
Yes.
Fine.
And it's Ryan.
Ryan. I'm sorry, Ryan. Ryan. Okay.
Denise.
Ryan's got an attitude already. All right, Denise.
I love it.
Denise, hello. Denise, you will be my teammate. So here's the deal.
Awesome.
We're going to put you on hold for a moment. You're going to hear the game as we play it. Ryan, you've got Kelly. Denise, you've got me. Rock and Rumble. Thick, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay.
Crap.
He's going to play the song. The moment you know the answer, you yell out what movie the song is from off the movie soundtrack. Thick,
yep.
Rock and Rumble, song number 1. Rocket Man?
Okay, is it like Apollo 13 or...
Nope.
Why doesn't Rocket Man count? They did the movie biopic of Elton John.
All right, well...
Called Rocket Man.
Talking about soundtracks. Talking about movie soundtracks and what made them famous. Right?
Yeah.
Key word there. I gave you a hint.
Hold me closer,
All
Tiny
right.
Dancer.
Nobody gets it. I said it that made the soundtrack famous. Almost Famous.
Okay.
Haven't seen Almost Famous?
I have. I've seen it multiple times.
They say it was such a huge part of the movie and the biggest song on the soundtrack.
It was?
Yeah, when they all sang Tiny Dancer.
I
was
do
like,
love that. You're right.
Oh my God.
It's a big thing in the movie.
Was that the airplane scene where they almost died?
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't remember it.
Oh, okay.
Shame on us. That's a great
That's
movie.
okay. All right. Nobody got a point. Nobody
That's
got a
okay.
point.
We're
That's
just
fine.
getting started.
Yeah.
If that's the soundtracks you're going to go with, this game is going to fail miserably.
All right. Come on.
Well, maybe not.
All right.
For both of us.
Ready for the next one? Are we ready for the next one?
Here we go.
Right,
Rock and Rumble song number 2.
Name the movie.
As I walk through the valley.
Dangerous Minds. Dangerous Minds. Yes.
That's a good movie, too, though.
Higher Learning is a great one.
movie.
Yes.
All right. Kelly's got the first point.
All right.
Ready?
Rock and Rumble song number 3.
Oh, Xanadu. Yes.
Who the F knows Xanadu?
Kelly Quinn knows Xanadu.
I thought you're a musical guy.
I've never seen Xanadu.
Are you serious? You need to see Xanadu.
I really don't.
Yeah, you do. All right. Ready?
Rock and Rumble.
Oh.
Back to the Future.
Dang it.
Goose is on the board.
Oh, I could not
Goose
think
is
of the
on
name of that.
board.
Oh, crud.
Huey Lewis is completely underrated.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Rock and Rumble song number 4.
Y'all can see Goose dancing.
Wanna sex you up. This could be 9 million movies.
All right, Barbershop, Friday.
It debuted on this soundtrack.
Poetic Justice.
Yeah.
Dang, guys.
What is it?
New Jack City.
Okay, see, I knew it was
That
something.
debuted on New Jack City soundtrack?
Yep.
No.
Yes. Look it up.
All right. What a great movie. We are failing
We
miserably.
really are. This is not good.
All right.
I mean, I'm winning right now, but go on.
2-1. Calm down. Rock and Rumble, song number 5.
All right, is it like, We got the beat!
These are awful choices, Thick.
We got the beat. What was that in?
9 million Empire Records.
Ooh, that's a good guess. What is it?
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, can we get into the 21st century a little?
None
with
of
the movies?
these are what you would consider movie soundtrack songs.
All right.
There are songs that are dedicated to movies.
Yes.
These are not it.
I mean, the movie opens with the song. They're going into the mall.
Okay, but that
God.
doesn't mean that that's based off the movie soundtrack.
All right, well, let's see if you can get this one.
Top Gun!
Dirty Dancing. Thank you. Thank you.
That was a movie soundtrack.
That was a great one, Thick. I think all the ones I've gotten have been really good choices.
One more.
I feel like Goose is really protesting here. Too much.
This is not not good choices. One more, Thick. What you got?
It's only not good if you don't know it.
Exactly.
All right, here we go.
Pretty in Pink. 16 Candles.
Hey, Pretty in Pink? I think you're on the right track.
It's not the Breakfast Club, but it's another one of those.
All right, let's just go through the John Hughes movies.
Right. The Goonies.
Wait a minute, that has a Goonies shirt on, and he just opened his jacket.
My jacket's been open the whole time.
Through his chest toward Goose.
I was doing it the whole time, hoping one of you were going to look at me.
Yeah, but you were like basically showing the name, so that's not really fair. But you can have it since you're losing.
Oh, my God.
Thanks. 3-2. One more so I can tie it. Lost Boys! That's what I was
this,
looking
I'm taking
for.
that point back because it wasn't fair. That was a cheat.
Why was that a cheat?
The Goonies was a cheat.
Did you want to sit in silence for the next 30 seconds?
I mean, if I'm going to lose, then yes.
You know what? Ryan,
do one more. It's a tie.
Tiebreaker?
Let's do a tiebreaker. Let's do it. Come on.
Ready?
Woo! I'm ready. I'm ready. Stay
Saturday Night Fever.
Are you serious, Kelly? Are you serious?
I said Staying Alive. I said Staying Alive.
That's the name of the song.
Hello, Staying Alive is a movie soundtrack.
I know, but this song is from the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack.
They named the second movie after this song, my bro.
That's not on the soundtrack.
Yes, it is.
Well,
I have the soundtrack.
Oh, my God.
Loser!
I have the soundtrack.
4-3.
He danced to this song in Saturday Night Fever. It made this song famous.
Dude.
4-3.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. It's fine.
Denise.
Ryan, you got so boned
Congratulations,
here. I'm so sorry.
Denise. Ryan, you made a wrong choice on a Wednesday. Actually, Ryan, you know what? I'll give you tickets as well.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Wait, Ryan, are you still here?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
You're both getting tickets to Burt Kreischer at the Shot coming up on November 21st. So mark your calendars now for the fall, and you guys enjoy. And Ryan, next time, pick a winner, not a loser like Kelly.
Days before my birthday.
Happy birthday! Congratulations. Hang on, we got to get some info from you and enjoy Burt. It's 99.7 The Blitz.
And now, the 3 things you need to know before you go.
All right, I know we're tight on time, so I'm going to blow through the first 2 stories so we can focus on this third one. Now, I hope you got to see at least part of the Butch Wilmore, Sonny Williams splashdown and them emerging from the capsule.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. They're going to spend the next 2 to 4 weeks working to reacclimate to Earth's gravity and regain their physical function, but they're doing well. Now they're going through medical tests, etc. So that was really cool to see them come back to Earth. They spent 286 days in space. They only were supposed to be there for, I think, 8 or 9. So that was quite an extension. Comedian Tracy Morgan says he's fine after puking courtside at the New York Knicks game Monday night, leaving in a wheelchair. He posted an Instagram picture of himself in the hospital, giving the thumbs up and a caption that he's doing okay. His doctor said it was food poisoning. So there you go. Now
I do love that he said the Knicks are 1-0 when I puke courtside.
Yes. Yeah.
So I need to go back.
For the playoffs.
Yeah.
He said he'll come back and puke courtside. Grove City dentist. This is so wild. This dentist is being investigated in the death of a patient. Dr. Scott Schumann at Grove City Dental offers sedation for his patients. That's not uncommon that some dentists do that. So last month, this 61-year-old man named Michael Beasler opted for sedation he had to go through like a cleaning and some extractions and other dental work. So he decided, listen, let me get sedated. Roughly 4 hours into the appointment, reports are that Dr. Schumann and his staff were frantically trying to revive Michael Beasler. And he died 3 days later at Mount Carmel. Now, the dental board and Grove City Police are investigating Dr. Schumann. His former dental assistant made a wild post on Facebook. She said, and she's accusing him of ignoring the fact that Beasler's vital signs were dropping dangerously low during the procedure. She says when she brought it up to Dr. Schumann during the procedure, he told her to shut the F up.
Oh.
And then what did he say, Thick? He called the guy.
He said the guy was being dramatic.
The guy's being dramatic. No, this guy's sedated.
They put him under. He said he's being dramatic.
I guess his
the guy who's knocked out
is being dramatic. That's what she says this dentist said during the procedure. So anyway, the dispatch reports that first of all, he is apparently still practicing. Like, he has appointments scheduled, this guy.
What?
Yeah. And the dispatch reports that his dental license has been suspended already 2 times.
How does he still have a practice?
According to the dispatch, I guess the suspension was for misuse of drugs and alcohol, and he says he is working his sober program now or whatever, like he's good, etc. That's what his claims are. But yeah, he, I guess, has had, according to the dispatch article and reports, that it was over misuse of drugs and alcohol.
He needs to get his license pulled.
Dude. I mean, FYI, like I said, it's Dr.
What's his name again?
Dr. Scott Schumann at Grove City Dental. These are all allegations against him. Nothing proven, but this is what's happening currently.
But what is proven is he's already been suspended twice.
Yes, that is proven. And that somebody he just treated lost consciousness in his chair and died 3 days later at the hospital.
That is an insta-cancel. Sorry, can't make it today.
Yoinks.
Not going in.
Doug said, see, this is why I do my own dental work.
Oh, he does his own dental work, eh?
Yeah,
Yikes.
remember, he's got a jacked up tooth for life because of it.
All right. Guys, those are your 3 things.
All right, so there's a really good chance that the story of the astronauts that came back home yesterday after mistakenly being stuck in space for 9 months, it will probably get turned into a movie.
Yeah.
I mean, if not a Hallmark, then a major production of some
Hallmark.
sort. A Hallmark movie. This is another one. Have you heard of this story coming out of Antarctica?
I haven't heard of anything coming out of Antarctica.
The South African scientists?
No.
So there's a group of South African scientists, and they have just reached out and pleaded for help because they are isolated in this cliff edge base. They're on this a scientific base which is on the edge of a cliff in Antarctica, and apparently one of the team members has snapped and is getting violent and is sexually harassing some of the women scientists. He's punched people, like he's gone off. And they're isolated. They're stuck there for about 10 months because of the weather. You can't get to
fly
them.
in.
Yeah,
Nope.
You can't fly in. And they've sent distress signals. They've sent emails saying,
you got to lock this guy in a room, right? Like, and just
what do you do?
Lock him in a room. Just give him a bucket to pee and poop in. I don't know how you clean that out, actually.
The South Africa isolated Sine 4 Antarctic base is cut off from the world for the next 10 months because of the winter weather. One of the members has sent emails saying his behavior has become increasingly violent, and I am experiencing significant difficulty in feeling secure in his presence. It is imperative that immediate action is taken to ensure my safety and the safety of all the employees here.
This is happening right now as we speak.
Yes.
Oh,
man. The email says the man's behavior is deeply disturbing, and he is creating an environment of fear and intimidation. What?
He's losing it.
Yeah.
He is losing it.
Which is interesting because the article goes on to say how these team members have to go through a slew of tests, both physical and mental, to make sure that they're okay to be isolated for 10 months. And something slipped through the cracks because this man should not be there.
Whoa. He hit his limit.
Yeah. I don't know how long they've already been there, but they are saying it's another It's another 9 or 10 months before anyone can get down there.
Okay, what do you do in that situation?
I don't know.
What do you do?
Is violent retaliation an okay answer to this situation? I mean, that would be considered self-defense, I would assume.
You
if he
have
comes
to
after
contain the danger, but you have to be careful that you're not, like, violating...
Somehow lock him up?
His
right.
rights or something. Somehow. But then somebody's got to be responsible for taking this guy to the bathroom and stuff and feeding him.
What if
And I'm going to be even more violent at that point. If it's me, I'm coming out swinging.
Right. What if he accidentally gets locked outside?
The air quotes.
I mean, I'm just saying.
They are on a cliff.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Oh, he slipped.
Yeah.
Fell.
What do you do there? I'm going to keep an eye on this story because I am very curious as to what's going to happen here.
I feel like I'd lose it in a situation like that. I feel like
you would become the violent one,
Yeah.
or you would lose it on the violent person.
I
You would become the violent one.
the violent person. Maybe not violent, but I would lose it. I'd be in a corner shaking and crying and then screaming intermittently because I would be so freaked out by being that isolated.
Yeah, I don't know if I would ever go to a place like that.
No.
I'm not volunteering for that.
It's like, I feel like we
adventure.
can present as psychologically sound. I think we could pass all the tests. But once you're there, man, all bets are off.
Yeah. All right, well, I'll keep an eye on the story and guarantee there's going to be a movie coming from this for
That
sure.
I'll see.
99.7 The Blitz. All right, look, death, taxes, and having a bad day. The 3 guarantees in life.
Right, okay.
We've all been there. In fact, who hasn't walked into work just ready to pop a blood vessel in their face because you're just, I don't want to be here. Ready to go off on your boss or a coworker, just done. Well, every so often we are lucky enough to catch actual footage, especially with cameras everywhere nowadays, whether it be in your pocket or sitting on your door, because now we've got the Ring cameras. This Amazon driver has had it. I don't fully understand why, because look, your job is to deliver. That's what you do day in and day out, is bring boxes and deliveries to places. But apparently, this one particular house, I guess that's all they do, is just sit in their living room and order stuff. And this Amazon driver apparently had enough. Take a listen to this.
I've been waiting on this day to tell you how much I hate this house. The waters, all the that you order, all of this, I hate it. I hate this house. I hate that you order. You are the laziest house in this whole damn neighborhood. You're inconsiderate. You're full of I hate everything about y'all. I hate it. All you have to do is order the store from Walmart pickup or Central pickup or whatever, and go put the in your own truck and go do it yourself. You are the laziest sons of bitches ever. And then people break our backs, we break our necks, we break our nails, we break everything to bring you this. If you're ungrateful as I hope you know that.
I want to be friends with this guy. I love him.
I think it's a girl.
Oh, that's a girl.
Yeah.
Oh.
But here's my question. What makes them a lazy house? Like, I don't understand.
Because they don't leave to buy anything?
Okay.
I'm guessing that's why. Because you in the video, she's delivering like 12 boxes at one time, and I guess it's a daily thing with this house.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is you're spending your 8 hours delivering. Why do you care so much where the packages go?
Right.
However, I have seen an Amazon driver before say that, like a household, they get sick of it when they order like one thing at a time. It's like, just make a big order on a Friday, will you?
But what does it matter if you're not at that house?
Yeah.
You're at another house.
Right.
So what are you mad about? And why are they inconsiderate?
I think part of it might be because most of the time you're just carrying a box or two to somebody's front door. She's got to get out the dolly and haul this stack of boxes. I think that's probably why. And she's like, oh, I got to get out the door. I just can, that's what
it
I'm
has
guessing.
to be
I'm
a
just
bad
guessing.
day because that is your job. Like you
Right.
deliver. Why do you care what address it is? You're getting 12 boxes
just
off
had
your
it.
truck
She
in one
snapped.
place. You'd think they're doing you a big favor.
If my Ring alert went off and I saw the Amazon driver doing that, then I'm doing the talkback feature. And I'm like, calm down. Because there's nothing better than telling a woman to calm down.
Oh my gosh.
Relax.
I'm walking out there in hysterics, laughing, and I'm giving her a tip. That's what I'm doing because that is hilarious. It's so funny.
Hey, is it that time of the month?
Oh, no. You gotta be kidding me.
All right, here we go. Louder Than Life. An amazing weekend festival, Highlands Festival Grounds in Kentucky, September 18th through Sunday, September 21st. It is going to be Slayer, A Perfect Circle, Lamb of God, Mudvayne, Evanescence, Black Veiled Brides, and a whole bunch more. And if you want to go, we've got tickets right now. We're going to play the Feud. Woo! We need 3 contestants right now. 800-821-9970. You are going to work as a team. It's very simple. You've seen Family Feud. We're going to give you a category. You have to name all the answers on the board. If you get all of the answers before you get 3 strikes, all of you are winning tickets. However, you get 3 strikes, game is over, and nobody gets tickets. So if you want to play the Feud, 800-821-9970 right now. We're going to be very supportive. We're going to give you the good answer.
Good answer. Yes.
You know how they do. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
T.
T?
Steve.
Steve. I was close. Yep. T and Steve sound just alike. Yeah. All right, you hang on, Steve. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Tammy.
Tammy or Cammy?
Tammy as in Tiffany.
Tammy. All right, Tammy, you hang on one second. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
AJ.
Perfect. All right, make sure your radios are turned down. We don't need to hear our own voices as much as I love to do so. All right, Steve, Tammy, AJ, you are playing as a team. Someone needs to turn their radio down really bad. Okay, great. All right, you are playing as a team. You need to get all the top answers on the board before you get 3 X's. If you do so, all 3 of you are getting tickets for Louder Than Life. So, here we go. We're going to start with you, Steve. The category is name something that gets passed around. Top 5 answers are on the board. Steve, we're starting with you. Name something that gets passed around.
Joint.
Joint. Whoa,
good answer. Number 1 answer on the board.
Wow.
Very nice. Number 1 answer on the board. Tammy, name something that gets passed around.
Food.
Right.
Good answer. Good answer.
Yes.
Not on the board. No, not on the board. That is 1X. AJ, we move on to you, AJ. Name something that gets passed around.
The flu.
The flu. Good answer.
Good answer. Wow. Good answer. Woo. Number 2 on the board. Flu. Cold. Yes, absolutely.
All right, we got 2.
Steve, back to you. 3 answers left on the board for Louder Than Life passes. What was your answer?
Blame.
What? A blame.
Like you have to blame somebody.
Pass the blame. Good answer. Not.
I did like
5.
that answer, though.
Yeah, that was a good one. Tammy, back to you. Name something that gets passed around.
Genetics.
Genetics.
Genetics. Okay.
We'll see.
Good answer. That is 3 X's. I'm sorry. Goodbye, Steve, Tammy, AJ. Kelly, do you want to take a guess? We got cold and a joint, the top 2 answers on the board. Do you want to take a guess as to what gets passed around?
Something that gets passed around. Oh my gosh. I can't think of anything.
Nothing?
Nothing.
All right. Number 5 on the board.
All right. What is it?
A baby.
Okay.
A baby gets passed around.
I see that.
Number 4 on the board. We were close with blame, but not quite right. A rumor. A rumor gets passed around.
Rumor. That's a good one.
And number 3, right in the middle there. Name something that gets passed around. I'm shocked you didn't get this one, Kelly.
Is that it?
That would have been a good one, though.
That would have been an amazing answer.
Okay, what is
but
it?
no. Let's go all the way on the other end, Kelly.
Okay.
I can't believe you didn't get this.
Passed around the village bicycle?
No.
A woman? What?
Kelly,
What
think
is
Sunday
it?
mornings.
Sunday mornings, Kelly.
The collection
The
plate?
collection plate gets passed around.
yes.
Absolutely. All right. So this is what we're going to do. We still have these tickets to give away. We're going to play again. If you want to play 800-821-9970, we'll play again in 3.5 minutes. 99.7 The Blitz. All right, we've got these Louder Than Life passes. Yes, a pair of weekend passes to see Slayer, A Perfect Circle, Lamb of God, Mudvayne, Evanescence, Black Veil Brides, and more at the Highlands Festival Grounds in Kentucky. Great little weekend road trip, plus a bonus chance at a pair of VIP weekend passes as well. We are playing the Feud. We have got Brad, Sarah, and Heather on the phone. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
All right, we are playing the Feud. We have got the top 5 answers on the board. Brad, we are going to start with you. You need all 5 before you get 3 X's. Here we go, Brad. Name something that a doctor might pull out of a person. Name something a doctor might pull out of a person. Brad, what do you got?
A nail.
A nail.
Nail, okay.
All right, good
Okay,
answer. Good
okay.
answer. Show us nail. Oh, unfortunately not. I am sorry. 1 X on the board. Sarah, we move on to you. Sarah, name something that a doctor might pull out of a person.
A toy.
Oh.
A toy. Okay, let's see a toy.
right, yeah.
Show us toy.
Oh, no.
Man, 2 X's right off the bat. Top 5 answers still on the board. Heather, keep this game alive. Heather, name something a doctor might pull out of a person.
The appendix.
Okay.
The
their
appendix. Okay.
I like
That's a
it.
great
I
answer.
like it.
Show us appendix.
Oh,
No.
Man.
It wasn't top 5.
Bye, Brad. Bye, Sarah. Bye, Heather.
Oh.
You want to take a guess, Kelly?
I mean, the first thing I thought of is a catheter. Pulling it right out of the old
That's the first
wanger.
thing that popped
Right
in your
out
head.
of the pee hole.
That's right.
Show us catheter.
Oh. Okay. How about pulling out a lawn dart? I don't know, man.
Kelly, think about the Hilliard Bandit story from a couple months back. Remember the
goose
bandit?
tooth?
Remember the bandit that broke into the pet store?
A gerbil. A gerbil?
Show us gerbil.
Oh,
Number 1 answer.
Oh, no. What kind of dirty people are you surveying?
Did they only ask Richard Gere over and over what doctors pull out of
Over
people?
and over.
Gerbil. Number 1 answer. Number 2 on the board, a baby. Why wouldn't anybody say baby?
That's such a good one. I never thought of that.
Can I tell you, real quick, side note, I told you I've been watching The Pit on Max, the medical show, and some of the things they have shown throughout the episodes, the special effects are
unreal.
Have you started watching it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, mind-blowing. In the latest episode, and I don't know if I've ever seen this before, they show a birth. And I mean, show it. And it's a difficult birth. The shoulder gets stuck, and I was like, oh my God.
So you are zoned in on that birth canal like for minutes.
It is crazy. And then how did they do it? How did they videotape? Did they have a pregnant woman actress?
That's what I was wondering, if it was real.
I don't know, but it was.
If it was stuck, though, I mean, probably not. I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows? But I couldn't believe what they show. All right, number 3 on the board.
Did she go number 2 because that's a real birth? That's what I hear. I've never had a kid, but that's what you hear.
She did not, but there was a something and she just she's just floated. She passed out. And
that is so rough.
Yeah.
I love you, women. You are heroes.
It's unbelievable.
Holy cow.
It's unbelievable. All right, moving on. A tumor, number 3 on the board.
A tumor. That's a good one. It's not a tumor.
I can't believe no one said this. A tooth.
Oh, well, you said doctor. If you said dentist, I would.
Fair enough. And then number 5, a bullet.
A bullet. That's a good one.
Yep.
Number one was gerbil.
Yes.
You've got to be kidding me.
Back to the gerbil. All right, well, we'll hold on to these tickets. We'll play again tomorrow?
Sure.
Louder Than Life? All right, we'll play again tomorrow. If you want to win your weekend passes, then we'll give you a chance tomorrow morning, 99.7 The Blitz.
And now, 3 things you need to know before you go.
Today, rather than the normal Wednesday noon test of tornado sirens, they will be activated this morning at 9:50 to mark Severe Weather Awareness Week. As counties across the state test their outdoor sirens and mass notification systems, you are being encouraged to use this as an opportunity to test out your emergency plans. Do you have any emergency plans other than just running?
For a tornado?
Yeah, I mean,
basement.
Hey, boys, I hope you can run fast.
Yeah, I guess it's not running. That's really not a good emergency plan in a tornado.
No.
What's stuck and covered? Go to the basement. You're supposed to go to an interior room with no windows.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, we do have we have a basement.
Here.
We have a basement, and we have a laundry room in the basement.
Yeah.
So we could go there. I mean, look, I don't have to outrun the tornado. I just got to outrun the boys. And
is that what you think?
Everything's good.
It can't get all of you.
Right.
Is that what you think?
Here's the first order of business during a tornado. You have to go out on the porch and take an eyeball.
Take a picture.
Right.
Well, I watch it. I can't believe they do it on Wednesdays because in Michigan it's always the first Saturday of the month.
Oh, it's every Wednesday at noon here.
Yes.
Every Wednesday.
We test every Wednesday at noon.
Every suburb, you'll hear all their sirens go at noon.
Oh, interesting. Have you ever been in a tornado?
No. Never. I've been. We have gone to the basement. Last year, I think we went to the basement.
Oh, really?
It was probably about 10 o'clock at night.
Was that
there
when
was 10:30 at night? Yeah, big tornado warning came through, but nothing hit. No.
2020? No, it wouldn't have been 2020. It would have been 2019. I left Colorado, and a buddy of mine and his wife said, "Hey, you've got nothing going on. Come stay with us." They lived in Nashville, and they're like, "Come out here. Yeah, maybe you'll find some work." Or it was March, and he was a meteorologist. I met him in Colorado Springs. He was a meteorologist out there, and then he got a job in Nashville. And so I went out and I stayed with him and his wife, and he used to do the morning news. And so he would get up at like 1 o'clock in the morning to get ready, then head into the news station to prepare the weather for the day. And he said he was in the shower, and literally like the hair on he knew he was going in early because they had severe storms coming.
Yes.
So he was prepping for the day, and he was in the shower getting ready, and he said the hair on the back of his neck stood up. And then he reached out of the shower and grabbed his phone, and he was like, "Oh crap, it's here." And he woke up his wife, and he woke me up, and we had to cram into a half bath.
Whoa.
And it's literally like they describe, where it's rain, 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 hail, 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 and then dead silent. And then this train comes through. Unbelievable.
Wow.
It was crazy. And it had touched down like an eighth of a mile from the house. And so driving through the suburbs and looking at everything, it was insane to see. It was nuts.
That is really freaky.
Yeah.
You've been through one, Dick?
I've never been in one, but outside one. We were in Lincoln Village. I was a kid. My grandfather and his friend were standing on their deck, things like a quarter of a mile away. They're filming it as it's going by.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would absolutely 100% jump in the car with storm chasers in like Nebraska or, you know, in those areas where they go storm chasing. I would do that in a heartbeat.
Yep.
Yeah.
With Dot? Is
yes,
that from
Dot.
Twister?
From
Dot.
Twister, yeah.
All right. More than 63,000 pages of records related to the 1963 assassination of President John F. Kennedy have now been released following an order by President Trump. And these are not redacted. Usually we get tons of black marks all across these documents. And because they've been classified up to this point, they are not classified now. And you can see them at the U.S. National Archives and Records Administration website. A Hollywood director has been arrested on charges that he swindled $11 million from Netflix for a sci-fi show that never aired. Instead, he used the money to buy cryptocurrency and then a fleet of Rolls Royces and a Ferrari. So this guy's name, he directed the film 47 Ronin starring Keanu Reeves. His name's Carl Eric Rinch. And Netflix initially paid about $44 million to purchase this unfinished show called White Horse from Rinch. But eventually, they had to dole out another $11 million after Wrench said he needed more cash to finish the show. Rather than use that extra money to wrap up production, Wrench allegedly made a series of failed investments and then decided to dump about $5 million into cryptocurrency, which was really profitable for him. So he made a bunch of money, turned around, took that money, and bought 5 Rolls Royces, 1 Ferrari, luxury furniture and antiques, watches, clothing. This guy was living large off Netflix money. And then he hired a lawyer to sue Netflix for more money. The audacity.
Wow.
So this guy was arrested yesterday in North Hollywood, a Hollywood director, and he appeared in court, posted bond. So we'll see what happens after this. Netflix is not messing around with their money. I'll tell you that.
Not at all.
All right, those are your 3 things.
Even warmer today than it was yesterday. Looking at a high of 73, mix of sun and clouds. It says windy, though. So we'll see how much those wind gusts come into effect. We will start to cool down after today, however, falling into basically the 50s throughout the remainder of the week and into the weekend. Hey, it's time for another Blind Top 5. Get your pen and paper, kids. This is how it works. I'm going to start listing off things. You are going to rate them 1 through 5. However, you don't know what comes next. So, as we've had in weeks past, you may end up with a really crappy number 2 that you're not happy with. I just said crappy number 2. Didn't even think about it. And Kelly, you came up with this last week. I love this category. We talked about this off the air, and I thought that's a great Blind Top 5. Taking a little trip back in the day, because we are going to go with your favorite after-school snack. Remember growing up, you come home, you run in the door, you kick the shoes off, you throw the backpack down, and you head right to the pantry or the cupboard, and you grab your favorite after-school snack. So today, the Blind Top 5 is all about after-school snacks. So here we go. First on the list for after-school snacks, Cosmic Brownies. The old Little Debbie Cosmic Brownies. Next on the list, are these still a thing? I wonder. I haven't looked for these, but I would not be surprised the way that we keep bringing things back. Dunkaroos. Dunkaroos.
Okay.
Next in the Blind Top 5, give it a rating, Potato Sticks.
Potato sticks?
Yeah, you don't remember Potato Sticks? They came in like the canister, like the tall, thin, the can. It's almost like a little bit of a Pringles can.
Similar to the hot fries kind of thing.
Kind of.
Similar, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's like a chip, but in stick form.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Next on the list, SpaghettiOs.
Oh, darn it.
And finally, for the Blind Top 5, Fruit by the Foot. Cosmic Brownies, Dunkaroos, Potato Sticks, SpaghettiOs, and Fruit by the Foot in our Blind Top 5. Thick, we'll start with you.
You had the worst after-school snacks ever.
Yeah, where are the Totino's pizza rolls,
Those are all
man?
terrible, man.
Where's the bowl of ice cream? What about the Doritos?
No,
seriously. Where's my Hostess honey bun? Where's my Hostess blueberry pie? Where's my Twinkies? Where's my Little Debbie's?
Where are his Fig Newtons?
Damn, you do the list next time. Thick, what do you got?
A bunch of junk. Cosmic Brownie was first one you said, right?
Yes.
And I put it fourth. I should have put it first.
Me too.
And then I put Dunkaroos fifth. I should have put them second.
Me too.
Then I put Potato Sticks third. I don't even want them on my list. SpaghettiOs second. I don't want them on my list. And Fruit by the Foot first. I don't want that on my list. So it's terrible, terrible menu you have selected for us today.
Okay, I kind of love everything you did list except the SpaghettiOs, which I got stuck at number 2 with. Which I hate that.
Okay.
I had Fruit by the Foot. I put that at number 1. I wish I would have put that at number 4. Anyway, it was Fruit by the Foot, then SpaghettiOs, then Cosmic Brownies, then Potato Sticks, then Dunkaroos. I do wish I'd had Cosmic Brownies at the number 1 spot.
Yep. Okay, now look, I agree with you. These are all crappy.
Yeah.
I don't really like any of the Potato Sticks. I did like. SpaghettiOs are probably top 3 most disgusting food
that is foul
ever created.
Foul.
I mean,
nasty.
But I loved the ravioli in a can, the Chef Boyardee ravioli.
No!
I loved that.
Chef Boyardee as a whole is just. I mean, It's like licking a horseshoe.
Oh,
like,
that was good eating when I was a kid.
The
I loved
only
it.
thing you could make good, and it's because you were making it yourself, was the homemade pizza.
I didn't like that.
But if
'cause
you
the
but you
sauce
made
is
it
gross.
yourself.
I did not like the sauce in that little kit they gave you.
Yeah, no, it's
Chef
disgusting.
Boyardee
It's
kit.
all bad. It's all bad.
Yeah, I got fruit by the foot, potato sticks, Dunkaroos, cosmic brownies, and 5 SpaghettiO. I got lucky on the SpaghettiOs because
I do love a potato stick. I could
agree.
eat a ton of those. I thought they were there. I think those are delicious.
Let's see. Where's the PB&J, says Doug.
Oh,
no
yeah.
Slim Jims, says
Slim
Steve.
Jims,
Oh my gosh.
yuck.
Brandon says Gushers.
Okay.
Let's see. Pam says popcorn.
Oh, yeah, popcorn Pam.
Doug says you got the worst after-school snacks ever.
Yep.
And Max says, how dare you badmouth fruit by the
Oh,
foot?
I love fruit by the foot. I
Did you
do
unroll
love
it and put the end in your mouth and then just keep bringing it in?
I like the fruit that you unrolled and it was like a circle of fruit.
Wasn't that fruit by
Flat
the
fruit.
foot?
Is that fruit by the foot?
Yeah.
Okay, so
It
anyway.
it's attached to the plastic and rolled
Yeah,
up.
it's rolled up.
And then you unrolled it.
I re-rolled it and ate it rolled up.
It was like a really
Yeah, I've
long
seen people-
fruit
yeah,
roll.
my
Oh,
kids
wait,
have
that
done
was
that.
fruit roll-up.
Fruit roll.
Right. That's what I'm thinking of.
You know,
Fruit
that
roll-up.
when
the same
you
stuff.
take the fruit
And
and you
roll
roll
it.
it up,
It's the same stuff.
it is the same
It's
stuff.
cancer chemicals by the foot is what it
so
is.
good.
100%. Send us your list if you want to. 99700. That's 997 The Blitz.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Not good. All right, here we go. A little confusion this morning.
Yeah, sometimes behind the sscenes stuff's going on.
Been a busy show.
It's not always pretty when we're making the sausage.
A little bit going on. Here we go. Let's
Inside
start.
baseball.
Let's start with a WTF. What the Florida? 44-year-old man in Florida by the name of Daniel Murillo was arrested for battery after an argument with a woman turned violent. He reportedly punched a 24-year-old woman in the head. They were actually traveling together, but the car broke down and they ran out of money, so they'd been living in their vehicle. Obviously, stressful times. Things got a little tense.
Was the girl's name Gabby Petito? Is that how this whole thing ends?
No.
That's what it sounds like.
Was not.
Okay.
The man claims they've been dating for a few months. The woman denied any sort of intimate relationship with him. In any event, Daniel was arrested after getting into an argument and a violent confrontation with this woman. But the best part of the story was he was arrested, taken in for his mugshot, and he's wearing a shirt that says, "I never argue."
You just throw punches. Got it.
You just straight up throw punches. Hey, this story like this happens quite a bit, where it's like you get arrested for a DUI and you're wearing a T-shirt that says like 5 beers in.
Yeah,
it's like, come on. Life imitating art imitating life.
There's been 2 stories in the past few months where a girl got busted with drugs in a bag that said drug bag.
Yes.
Remember that? Or bag of drugs.
Bag of drugs,
Yeah,
yes.
it was bag of
Bag
drugs.
O drugs.
Bag O drugs.
If you are still watching American Idol, first question, why? Second question, how do they allow people like this on the show? Sophie Powers was just on the show. I do remember, and I don't know if I don't watch, so I don't know if they still do this, but they show like the bad auditions.
They do a few of them.
Do they?
Yeah, not as many as they used to do.
Are you still watching the show?
We do still watch. I love live music, and I'm always looking to hear rock artists on there. And they got some this year, thankfully.
They do have some.
Yeah.
Yep.
She bangs. She bangs.
Oh,
Remember
God.
William Hung?
William
Yeah, no,
Hung, absolutely.
Like I said, we watch them sing, and then we fast forward to the next singer. All the crap in between, I care less. I can watch a 2-hour American Idol in about 25 minutes.
And that's the thing. I can't take these reality shows these competition shows where, sure, you get the backstory, you learn a little bit about them.
Yeah, I don't need it.
But then it's like, especially where they're doing like, physical type contests and something dramatic happens and they go to commercial break and then they come back and they replay like the last 8, 9, 10 minutes.
I know, it's ridiculous.
It's like, what are you doing?
Fast forward.
Anyways, Sophie Powers was just auditioning on American Idol and, take a listen to what she's saying.
I had a pet lizard named George. He was cool, but he made me really bored. So I gave him to my mom, and she loves him very much because animals are better than people. They try to cancel me, bother me, stop bothering me. I don't even like my job. Karens, shut the up. Vegans, shut the up. Babies, shut the up. Everyone needs to shut the up. Laundry, shut the up. War, shut the up. Dinosaurs, shut the up. Everyone needs to shut the up. Traffic, shut the up. People, shut the up. Groceries.
Is this an original?
Yes.
Everyone needs to shut the up.
Okay, this is funny.
That's it.
I was waiting for a second
They were
verse.
very entertained.
I can see that. But here's the thing. You said they put her through.
They did. Because it's a very alternative, different thing, and I want to see what else
She
can
can't
do.
sing!
Well, what if it was a rapper? They have rappers come on that they've put through. They can't necessarily sing.
All right, well, she's going to Hollywood. She'll be like one of the first eliminated.
Yeah, she
Reminds
will.
me
Of course she will.
Reminds me of on Schitt's Creek, a little bit Alexis. Remember that rap she did?
Yes.
A little bit Alexis.
Yeah, it is. It's one of those things. No, she won't even make it out of Hollywood.
She reminds me of Rebecca Black.
Rebecca Black.
Yeah. What are you doing? What are you doing?
But it's funny. The song's funny.
The song is funny, yes. But why waste our time?
It's like they have to come up with something like
They do,
weirder
because
and crazier and crazier to get people to tune in.
They're on their 619th season.
Just
stop.
They're getting ratings. I mean, they don't get the 50 million people they used to get, you know.
Well, why don't you cut the show to an hour and not make us watch 2 times a week?
Is it more than an hour?
It's a 2 hours a week, yeah. And like I said, I watch it in about 20 minutes by fast forwarding.
2
just going
hours a
singer to
week.
singer.
It's 2 nights a week still, right?
No,
it's just one
Sunday
night a
nights.
week?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember they used to make you tune in the next night for the
Well,
results?
Those that will come. That will happen
Yeah.
once they get
Pass.
to that point where people start voting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, enjoy. That's your not so breaking news. 99.7 The Blitz. Blitz Therapy brought to you by Tri-State Men's Health. Not necessarily anyone looking for advice. This is more about sharing a funny story. What's your laughable injury? I asked because I got an email on Tuesday. It was a group email to a bunch of family members because we have a cousin. She sent out an email informing people that if they wanted to visit her husband, he's in this room in the hospital because he was on the toilet and he leaned forward to take care of business, but he leaned forward too far, fell forward, and slammed into the sink cupboard. Gash, concussion, stitches, the whole thing. They had to actually keep him. He's in there for a couple days. They're like keeping an eye on him, basically, because he blasted his frontal lobe.
Okay, I do have advice for that, is that you don't have to put all of your husband's business out there. You can just say he fell and he's in the hospital. You have to describe the toilet situation.
Right.
That's embarrassing.
Well, I had a very similar situation.
Oh, did you really?
Yes. When I was 15, half bath where the toilet faces the sink.
Okay, yeah.
You know, it's just a toilet and a sink. That's it. And I got done on the toilet, and I stood up and bent over to pull up my pants and hit my face on the sink and knocked out a front tooth.
Oh, ouch.
Wait, but you have all your teeth.
Well, yeah, I wore a crown ever since.
Oh, my gosh. I bet that hurt.
Yeah, half the front tooth broke off.
Ouch.
I've never had like a tooth injury like that. I can't even fathom what that feels like.
It was just
I
awful.
can't even.
Yeah, you didn't want to breathe because the air coming through,
the
hitting
nerves.
that nerve.
Yeah.
Just the air coming in your mouth drove you insane.
Well, it's funny that this email came through because I actually got a laughable injury yesterday.
Okay.
You can see my eye is all
what happened?
kind of jagged. So I went golfing yesterday. I was by myself, and there was no one paired with me, so I just played my music, worked on my golf swing, had a great time. But there was a group of 3 older men in front of me, so a couple times I had to wait on them. I couldn't hit because I would have hit my ball into them. And at one point, I had to go pee really bad. And so I went in between these two giant pine trees, and there was enough space where I could stand basically engulfed in these trees for cover. And I was keeping an eye out just to make sure no one's coming. And I go to look to see, as I'm just finishing, I go to look to see if they're done. And I turn my head, and I did not see it when I walked in, but sticking out of the side of this tree, right at eye level, is a broken branch.
Oh no.
And I went,
ouch.
It could have been Final Destination. I could have easily.
You could have pulled your own eyeball out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or even worse, just ended up, like if someone found me just stuck with the branch just like hanging in my head.
That's right out of the movie, yes.
Yep. And I'd have just been staying, like, God knows how long, because if anyone drove by, it would have looked, the guy's peeing in the trees.
Right.
They do that all the time on the golf course.
He's been at it for 2 hours.
Yeah. Wasn't that guy there yesterday?
Yes.
Good
God, man. How much water did you have on the golf course? But yeah, scrape the ice. So 800-821-9970 or 99700. Give us a call. We want to know, what's your laughable injury? What can you laugh at now? How did you hurt yourself in a funny way? What did you do? Would love to hear your story. 800-821-9970, 997 Blitz. Blitz Therapy brought to you by Tri-State Men's Health actually comes from an email I got from a family member, one of the cousins, letting us know that her husband was cleaning up after using the toilet and leaned forward too much and blasted his head on the counter. Stitches, concussion, actually hanging out it has to stay in the hospital. That's why she was letting everyone know, if you want to visit, this is the room he's in. Monica's on the phone. Monica, what is your laughable injury, Monica?
Well, it wasn't laughable when it happened, but, years later, everyone gets a good laugh.
Yeah, of course.
It was my first day back in receiving. I had worked, online in production, and then I transferred back to receiving. Well, I'm used to driving a forklift. That wasn't a problem. But I had like a 15, 20-minute training on, a stand-on tugger, that you can hook carts to and stand and pull them.
Yeah.
And they wanted me to move some things. So for some reason, when you started going in reverse, it would go faster. So
nice.
Instead of just letting go, I did, a couple donuts, and I flew off the tugger, landed on the forks of my forklift, and got my foot stuck under it. Well, one of the guys had to get on a forklift and lift it off.
Oh.
Well, a couple hours later, it was time to leave, and I went and got it checked out. And they just, said I sprained it, I tweaked it or whatever. The x-ray didn't show anything. Well, several weeks later, it was still swollen, still looked horrible. Went back and had it x-rayed again, and I ended up having a avulsion fracture.
Man.
I literally had broke my ankle. So then they put me in this boot. I had to wear a boot for 3 months. And I wasn't on any restriction, and thank God it was my left foot and not my right foot. But in order to be on a forklift, I had to wear this, cap over top of the boot, so everyone called me RoboCop.
Nice. Interestingly enough, stand-on tugger was what I called my college girlfriend.
Oh, no.
Monica, thank you so much for the call. Josh! Josh, hello. What was your laughable injury? Josh, you there?
Nope.
Josh? No? All right. Jeremy, are you there?
Yeah.
Jeremy. All right, Jeremy. What was your laughable injury?
Oh, back when I was a teenager, we used to, dodgeball was a real big thing. And we was playing in our backyard, but we didn't have a dodgeball. So we actually played with an inflated beach ball. And
what?
We were just, we used a beach ball.
That's fun.
You take to the beach for,
right, but how does, you can't really throw that
kicking
thing.
it 15 feet? Or?
Right.
No. When the ball bounces off of you, you can still catch it as long as it doesn't, hit the ground.
Yeah.
Well, but the ball bounced off of my shoulder, and I went to reach over a small little picket fence, and I jammed my hand straight into the fence trying to get to the ball, and it spiral fractured my fourth metacarpal in my right hand.
Oh, no!
Yeah, it broke it like a candy cane stripe. Oh, that felt great.
Oh, man. Thanks for the call, Jeremy. Let's go to Tom. Tom, what was your laughable injury?
Well, it wasn't so much the injury, it was the aftermath. I was driving south, and a lady pulled in front of me. I T-boned her. EMS came, loaded me up in the squad to take me to the hospital to be checked out. And the EMS kept looking at me and looking at me and looking at me, and I thought, what the hell? And so finally an EMS said, "Sir, what is that red matter on your windshield?" And I said, well, that's a jelly donut.
From the inside?
Yeah, on the inside. I had swung through Tim Hortons and got a jelly donut that flew into the seat of my truck.
I can picture that in like a movie, like slow-mo. It's like, right.
Explosion of jelly.
Tom, that's great. Thanks for the call. We'd love to hear from you. 800-821-9970, or you can shoot us a text. 99700. It's 997 The Blitz.
And now, the 3 things you need to know before you go.
If touring a recycling center is on your bucket list, have I got great news for you. Rumpke is now offering tours for anyone in Central Ohio who wants to see what happens to your recycling once it leaves the curb. It actually sounds kind of cool, like it would be a good field trip, wouldn't it? You're in 5th grade.
Yeah.
I might want to go to the Rumpke Recycling Center. That sounds pretty cool.
What?
Anyway, yeah. And plus, accepting that it probably smells like sour milk, because probably nobody really empties out their milk cartons all the way. So I'm imagining that a recycling center smells like sour milk.
5th grader is like, yay, recycling center.
You get to go on a bus and leave class and probably pack a lunch. Doesn't that sound like fun?
Okay, wait. Field trip, yes. But to a recycling center?
Yes.
No.
Educational, you get out of the school.
No kid wants to learn.
You can mess around with your friends.
Yeah, but they'd rather do that than sit in class.
Okay, I get that.
That's what
I'm saying, any field trip. But you said excited about going to the recycling center.
Okay, let me just, maybe I'll restate that as excited about getting out of class.
That's, yes. Okay, that I'll get on board with.
All right, a woman has been charged with second-degree murder in the death of a television reporter last month while he was on assignment to cover the Super Bowl in New Orleans. 27-year-old Aiden Manzano, a reporter and anchor for Telemundo based in Kansas City, was found dead February 5th in his hotel room in New Orleans, face down in his pillow. And the next day, they arrested a woman, Danette Colbert, 48 years old. They arrested her on charges that she had stolen Manzano's cell phone and bank card. So they got her on that. Just yesterday, they added a second-degree murder charge to her. Why? Well, apparently he died from positional asphyxia, meaning he smothered himself because he was full of alcohol and Xanax.
Oh.
Well, he didn't have a Xanax prescription, but she had plenty of Xanax in her house. Also, she's been arrested twice before for doing the same thing to 2 other men.
Oh!
Yeah, drugging them and then stealing their credit cards. So, they dropped... Okay, so this is what's funny to me. It's not a funny story. It's horrifying. But she was arrested twice before, back in 2022, in Vegas, drugging 2 separate men in 2 separate hotel rooms and stealing from them. But the men were way too embarrassed to testify in public court.
Happens all
They're
the
like,
time.
in no way
Yep.
am I exposing myself.
Yep.
Drop the charges. So that's why she's been allowed to wander around and now kill somebody.
That's insane.
Yes! It's nuts. All right, people living in a Queens neighborhood called Forest Hills say they are so over Bradley Cooper. He's directing and starring in a new movie called Is This Thing On? It stars Laura Dern, Will Arnett, Bradley Cooper's in it as well. And they are shooting in this Forest Hills neighborhood mostly at night till like 2 a.m. I guess these people say the generators are so loud. They have tons of vans blocking roads, blocking driveways. The noise is relentless, not just at night, but all day as well. And it is driving all their dogs nuts. Like, their dogs are going nuts. One guy even said he just took his dog out for a quick pee, and someone with production was like, no, you need to go back inside. And he goes, no, I don't. I'm sick of you. And he just went ahead and walked his dog.
No,
like,
what are you
they're
gonna do?
over them.
You can't tell somebody they can't go out and walk their dog.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Yeah, that's, I mean, you know, if you live in New York, or LA, you just know that there's a chance there's going to be some sort of production going on.
Right.
And certain areas are going to be closed down, reroute traffic. But yeah, if you live in those neighborhoods, like I don't know what the laws or rules are. Can they keep you from walking out?
Coming out of your house? No.
My niece lives in Brooklyn, and they shut down, I guess, the front door to her apartment building because they were shooting a Law and Order there, and they had to make other arrangements to get inside the building, like through the back or whatever, during certain hours. During the day. Yeah, it wasn't a nighttime thing, but it was
I
daytime.
can see being fed up with that.
I think that maybe they must pay the apartment owner, the building owner, and then the building owner's like, find a different way in.
Right.
I'm getting money for this, so too bad.
I do know there was a young woman that works in TV in Detroit. I used to occasionally co-host the show with her, and she's originally from Brooklyn. And she said when living in New York, like college kids or even people regularly would just go and show up because they're always looking for extras for Law and Order and SVU and all. And you just be an extra. You get paid like $50 a day or $100 a day.
Yeah.
And that's what they did in their spare time if they needed some money.
Hey,
you just go be an
why
extra.
not?
So
extra cash.
Yeah, production's going on all the time.
Yeah.
But blocking the door over a month or whatever it is, I'd be.
And then loud generators at 2 a.m. Your dog is like barking constantly. That would be like, you should compensate the homeowners if you're going to do something
Absolutely,
like that.
you should.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Like if your building gets paid,
right.
that should be dispersed between.
Right, exactly. That's what I was thinking about the apartment building you were talking about. Yeah, you absolutely should.
Yeah, she wasn't compensated. I will tell you that. All right, those are your three things.
10 years. Let's think back to 2015 and what has changed since 2015. Someone went on Reddit and asked, what's something that has just kind of gradually disappeared over the past decade? And, you know, whether you notice or not, it just kind of slowly just went away into the ethoverse. Is that a word? Just
like an iPod?
iPod, I guess that would be one of them. Yep. That would be fair enough because who needs an iPod now? It's just built into the phone, built into whatever phone you have. Someone said physical checks as payment.
Oh, writing a check.
Yeah. Hasn't that been like longer than 10 years though?
You know what? So it's funny, like my car insurance, I can pay out all online. My car, my wife's car, I can pay that online. But I can't pay my boat insurance online. It's very odd. Same company, all through State Farm.
Really?
Yeah, so I have to send a check.
That's so strange. You think it would just be part of the bundle price?
I know.
I guess that they underwrite it, but it's actually insured by someone else.
Maybe that's what it is. I mean, I could call and give them my credit card number over the phone,
right?
But I can't do it online. So I send a physical check.
Huh. All right. Excuse me. Things that have gradually.
No, we just got direct deposit here this past year for the first time.
That was mind-blowing to me when I started this job. You said that like a month before I started or whatever. They got direct deposit.
Yeah.
Like, what? Let's see. A live person answering a business telephone.
Yeah, it doesn't happen.
That doesn't happen. This one upsets me because I was the king. I was a ninja when it came to getting the toy out of the bottom of the cereal box before you even ate any cereal. You just tip the box on its side, work your way down top of the box, reach around, grab that toy, good to go. Toys and cereal boxes. Do they even do it anymore?
Oh, they got to, right? They don't have toys at all?
That's what it says. Someone put that on the list.
Okay.
Whatever that little toy was, no longer a thing. Now they've got like QR codes so you can play like games on your phone while you're eating your cereal.
Yeah.
Small independent hardware stores have kind of just gradually disappeared. You just don't those anymore.
We still have some here.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Try 'em. The good old $800 or $1,000 beater car that would still run or drive.
Yeah. To get your kid.
Yeah.
You know?
Doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, it's a beater. It's a $5,000 beater
Right,
car.
absolutely. Let's see other things that have disappeared over the past decade. Someone said my hair. I feel you.
Yeah.
100%. I get you. Has it been 10 years? It's probably been longer than 10 years since I've had hair.
Oh, has it really been that long?
Maybe right around there.
Okay.
Since the receding hairline, the widow's peak, and I said, nah, screw this, and I just started taking the clippers to it.
Yeah, my best friend was completely bald by the time he was 30.
Oh, really?
Just nothing.
Gone.
Yeah, he didn't even have to shave it.
Really?
It's just bald.
Just doesn't grow, nothing. Follicles just shut her down.
Yep, it's over. I'm done.
All right. Yeah, I still have to shave, but it's far enough back in my forehead. The hairline is far enough back where
if you miss a day, it's no big deal.
Yeah. I do it once a week.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But by day 6 or 7, it's like, okay, time to cut the hair.
I'm on my way there.
What's keeping you from doing it?
Well, I still have hair on top. I'm never going to have just like the bald head with the hair on the sides. That's never going to happen.
You're not going to do the Picard?
No, if it starts to get to that point, then it's all going.
Yeah, you just do it.
Yeah.
Just take it all off.
Yeah.
It's so much easier, though.
Oh, I can imagine.
You don't have to pay for haircuts. Nothing. You buy the $30 clippers.
Yeah.
And you're just done for. Love it. It's 99.7 The Blitz.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
Yeah, let's make you a little bit smarter than you were when you woke up today. Oh, by the way, Jade? Was that her name? JD
Marie.
JD, thank you very much for pointing out my snafu. I said Tuesday morning. It's actually Wednesday morning. Why am I trying to go back? I want the week to go forward. So, yes, Wednesday morning. Thank you. I was talking earlier about the show The Pit, and in the latest episode, they have a woman come in, and she's going to labor, and they have to deliver the baby in the emergency room, and they show everything. Everything. They show the baby being born. It's a great. If you like medical shows, this is probably the best medical show that's ever been made. You have to watch it. It's on Max. Anyways,
so realistic.
Yeah.
And
shout out to all the women out there that have gone through childbirth. I can't imagine. Here's a little fun fact for you. I did not know. This is crazy. The moment when a sperm fertilizes an egg, there's actually a little spark and explosion. What?
Yeah, there was.
Well, all right. After that explosion, there's an internal explosion. That's crazy.
A spark, like a legit spark.
Yeah, a little.
Huh.
Yeah. The state and capital city with the fewest total letters. Do you know your state capitals, Thick?
Usually.
Take a guess as to the fewest total letters combined with the state and city name, state capital, and state it's in.
Is that Iowa?
Close, not quite. Iowa City, Iowa. Is that the capital?
Oh, is it Iowa City?
I don't know. That's what I don't know.
It's the capital of Idaho.
That's it.
What is the capital of Idaho? I can't think
Name
of
a
it.
city in Idaho.
Why am I blanking?
Wow, someone didn't pass.
No, I did.
The state capital of Idaho.
Oh, for God's sake!
Is
I know it's so simple, right?
Like
everybody
and it's
knows
the right
it.
answer.
I know, and everybody knows it.
It's combined 10 total letters.
Boise.
Yes, there you go.
Yes.
Boise,
God,
Idaho.
I mean,
it's the state and capital city.
I thought you know what popped into my head? The blue field. I went Boise State. Oh, yeah, it's Boise.
Yep, exactly. The world's smallest international bridge is only 19 feet long.
International. So connecting two continents?
Two countries.
Two countries.
Yep. It is an old rustic bridge connecting the Spanish village of El Marco to the Portuguese village of Varze Grande. To 19 feet, you can cross countries. Yep. Google was not always Google. They actually had a name before they named it Google. And I'm glad they changed it because when they came up with the idea in 1966, the founders named it Backrub.
Backrub?
Backrub was
what
the original
does that
name.
have to do with searching the internet?
No clue.
What is that?
Like they're there to help you? They're standing behind you, helping you?
Okay.
I mean, that's kind of sexual harassment, isn't it? An unwanted backrub?
Do you know the original name of Yahoo?
I feel like I've read this somewhere.
Jerry and David's Guide to the World Wide Web.
That's right.
That was Yahoo.
Yes, 1966, Backrub was founded, and then a year later they changed it to Google. And finally, the oldest living child of a president is Linda Bird Johnson Robb. She's Lyndon B. Johnson's oldest daughter. She turns 81 today. Happy birthday, Linda Bird Johnson Robb. There you go, learning some stuff on a Wednesday morning. 99.7 The Blitz.